Hey guys, so I haven't shown any artwork in a while, so I thought I would pull out some of my sketches since last time. And here's Cobra Commander I did for a customer. He's a big cartoon fan and he likes G.I. Joe. So I used some model toys as a reference and juxtaposed So I juxtaposed components together to make this Cobra Commander, and turned out pretty good. This later, as you've seen in the one video that I did where Cobra Commander wants more videos, I actually took this and inked it later, and the ink drawing turned out pretty decent. And what I did for, in addition to it, is I had the person's name who I drew the picture for. I put his name down and said that he was Cobra Commander. So I'll flip this over and show you the next drawing. So here's another drawing I did. The intention for this was to do like a water ravine area, and basically like this is a downhill slope here. Everything falls into the pond of water, and I just drew everything out in graphite, and the colored area here is just done in a crayon. So the outer line of the darker green is a marker, but the green on the inside for the filling is a crayon. And really not much else to say about this sketch. So as I said in a previous video, I really like jack-o'-lanterns. So here is my version of a spooky guy with a jack-o'-lantern head. And this was done a pencil outline, and then everything else was just done strictly in marker. So the darker areas were multiple passes of the brown marker. Same thing with the orange, it's just the darker areas is more passes. And that's really all to say about this. And here's one where I just went a little nuts. Drew a little bit of everything, threw in some straight lines. This is mixed media. I think it was a Blick, black marker, crayons. Yeah, I believe that was it. Just crayons, Blick marker, and regular color markers for some areas. So there you go. So here's just a quick sketch I did of a face, working with charcoal here, and no reference, just screwing around, trying to do something fast. So here's just a quick sketch I did of an older version of a Dark Elder Raider. I think I spent maybe no more than 15 minutes on this. I tried to do it as fast as I could, and be a little bit, basically there's pencil, marker, and chalk in this one. Pencil was done real quick to do an outline, really just, you know, quick, and marker to fill it in, and the chalk is used for the background. This one here turned out nicely. Kind of a fall farm scene. So we got the harvest, pumpkins, corn still on the stalk, some barrels there probably filled with apples, and a wagon, pole wagon there, and then some pine trees, a field with a little bit of a brick wall, outlining the field, and then in the far back you see a barn and silo. So this one I had a lot of fun working on. It's all graphite, and as you can tell because of the shine that's showing up here. But yeah, this turned out pretty good. So here is a sketch of a seahorse I did. Mixed media, pencil, marker, charcoal. There may be some crayon, I don't remember. Did I got it written down here? Yeah, there was some crayon. So yeah, just a sketch I did. Seahorse. Turned out actually pretty good proportions. This might be something I could try scanning in and see if I can outline it and do a digital coloring of it. So here's just a quick sketch of a cookie, or cookies. There's actually two cookies in there, but it's kind of hard to tell after I went after it with the color pencil. I have to say I really do not care for color pencils, but so this was just a quick sketch of me having a mocha. So there's the Caribou logo, plate with the two cookies I was eating, background pattern that was on one of the wooden tables, discoloration, that center line there's a discoloration from what I can't remember. But towards the bottom you can see part of my sketchbook, which was in my view when I was drawing the cookie. And there to the side with the brush hanging out of it is my toothbrush cover. I use a toothbrush container to carry some of my pencils that I use, and there's the bottom part of it barely sketched in. So yeah, it was just a quick moment at Caribou drawing the cookie, and then I went over to the cookie area with color. This one's just a bunch of little doodles that I did. Faces. There's my go-to character, heart with wings, or basically heart figures. I've done some other ones. Little flower, another heart with wings, project, bird with little chicks it looks like, another face, and then this turned out kind of funny, heart, and then the cupcake, and then window licker on board, and there's the window licker, dog with its tongue licking the window. And yeah, so that's basically it. Just a doodle page. This one here actually turned out pretty good. I should probably get a shot of that and put that on the computer and color it. So here's a drawing I tried to do of a swan, no reference, and this was done mostly in graphite, mostly in charcoal. There was only a little bit of graphite done for the eye, so I could do a little bit better detail with the, well, get a finer line basically, because I've been using charcoal sticks of lately, so hard to get the really fine detail with the charcoal stick. But yeah, here's a swan. This one I've been going back and forth on. I actually touched it a little bit on Friday, I think it was. Just trying to do like a suit of some sort, and the guy's trying to fly. There's the wing I'm working on, and I'll switch this over to macro. So here's kind of detail of the wing. And then the backpack. Hands, butt, and the legs. So the legs proportionately need more work. I think that one could probably be shorter, the one in the back. But other than that, that's just what I've come to so far. And this one, I'm sure I'm not done with yet. So I'll keep touching up on that one. Here's just a all marker drawing of a new squad car I saw when I was eating at Jimmy John's. So it's like it's a Ford, little compact model, and this is what it looked like from the front end a little bit. I mean, it's not to detail because I just did it real quick while the officer was there grabbing something to eat. But no pre-lines or anything, just straight. Started from the center with the Ford logo and just went out from there. So here is another straight marker drawing, no pre-lines, and just did a little knight fighting a dragon. I really don't know how much time I spent on it, not very long. But so yeah, it was just a fun little practice. Again, marker with no pre-lines. Here's another Doodle Page. Got a little elephant here, a rabbit, acorn, pig, tail feathers for peacock that I was sketching, some leaf work. So I mean, basically the stuff that you see in pencil is done pencil. The stuff that you see in ink was done straight with ink, no pre-lines. So yeah, just another Doodle Page. So here's another drawing of me drawing just what was in front of me during lunch. Bag of Earl's chips, salt and pepper. And here's another capturing of the container that I carry my pencils in. So this is the bottom part with some of the pencils in there, some sharpeners. There's the top part that I usually sharpen my pencil lead into. These two here are pencil bags that I carry also with me. One bag will carry all my pencils I'm not using currently. These are the ones I'm using, and the other bag will carry markers and erasers in it. And since part of my hand was in the view of the sketch, I drew it in there, but I didn't really, it was something I wasn't really thinking of, but since my hand was there, I really should have drawn it past that, but I didn't. For some reason I wasn't thinking of that. But you can see it was like all fast pre-lines, because part of this is still behind the book. And this round edge here is actually part of the table. And then here's some, like, chips are coming out of the bag. And this was a napkin holder. And that's a Full Throttle drink behind there. So, yeah, I spent... I spent my lunch hour doing it, so after eating my lunch. So this might have been a half-hour drawing, actually. So here's a high detail drawing I'm working on. Not done with it. It's going to take a little bit to complete. I did have the shapes and everything kind of sculpted out, but once I came to trying to do the guy's legs, they just didn't feel right, so I've been working on trying to get the right proportion for those legs, and then I can finish the rest of the body. But the concept of the drawing I really like. We'll do a macro here. Oh, I wasn't macro. Oops. Alright, so here you go. Here's the picture. Not in macro. Now we'll put it in macro and get kind of a close up here. So here is a close-up of the guy looking at the demon here, skull and necklace, and then just a bunch of other figurines in the back that will fill it up. The wing, demon's hand, and I was trying to do maybe like a rift here between realities or something like that. So that's the beginning of the line there. And here's the angel. I'm actually quite pleased. I think I got the upper body proportions good. Again, it's just the leg part that the legs I have to work on, clothing on the guy. So I still gotta work on trying to get the shape of the legs right. And hopefully once I get that worked out, the drawing will be complete. And then this one here, I plan to do a digital coloring of it once I have it complete. So here's another Halloween picture. Like I said, I like drawing jack-o'-lanterns. So here's, I think I did pencil pre-lines on this, I can't remember. But there's a theme to this one. You got Count Dracula, you got the Wolfman, or it could be the Swamp Thing. Hair doesn't really quite work, but so yeah, the Wolfman, and there's Frankenstein, and then in the back it's supposed to be the mummy. So this is marker, charcoal, and Sharpie is what makes this picture. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Again, it's like I was trying to do this with a theme. So the only thing I am missing is the swamp creature. So for just another experimental drawing, I think this turned out okay. So here is a drawing I'm trying to do of the Headless Horseman. So I have moon backdrop. I think I was using a Blick marker for the background, I can't remember. I did have the horse is supposed to be with its legs up in the air, and I had something drawn out that I thought was pretty decent, but then when I went back to the drawing later, the legs just aren't right. I think the lower legs are okay for the piece, but I still have to get these legs done. I had two of them off the side, but maybe because they're off the side it didn't work for me, and maybe I might have to put them closer to the front, closer to the body. But so yeah, there's a drawing of the Headless Horseman. Gotta have a jack-o'-lantern in her. And this is, like I said, this one already has some ink done to it. And I gotta figure something out with those legs so I can get this drawing done. So here is a charcoal drawing I did. I just scribbled on a black background, and then actually this isn't charcoal, sorry, this is chalk. So I scribbled on a black background with a marker, and then went over that with chalk, trying to go for like that black velvet painting type deal, the ones that you normally see Elvis Presley on. So it's not too bad. Again, it's just experimenting with the medium. So here's a big drawing of a flower. I don't remember if there was pre-lines on this or not, but it's all marker. And yeah, believe it's all marker. I can't remember if this is graphite or not, the black lines. But, I was just experimenting with the markers. This is just a quick sketch of Black Cat. I probably spent maybe 15-20 minutes on this. So everything is charcoal, the tongue is chalk, the eye is a highlighter yellow, and the black is a Sharpie black. Didn't really know where I was going with this, but this is as far as I'm going to go with the drawing sketch. So here's another flower drawing with some butterflies. This is another experimentation. I got crayon in here, charcoal, color marker, and then I got chalk. So a whole wide range of mixed media, and doing something different with the tails. I've seen some other drawings of some butterflies like that, the more mystical type butterflies. The rose didn't turn out too bad. After I colored it, I kind of realized that there were still some petals there that I haven't colored in, but oh well. Again, this is just something I did this pretty fast, or tried to do as fast as possible, just to try to crank out more drawings during a session. And here's something for Dad Grendel's John. I just did some screwing around with the charcoal and did a couple sketches of Gojira, and yeah, so just like a profile drawing of him. Try to do like a sketch of his eye. It's charcoal and chalk for the eye area there, and here's Gojira and building in the background, fire background type thing. So yeah, just something real quick with charcoal. I probably spent no more than 5 or 10 minutes on this, maybe. Well, I'll give it 15 because it always takes a while to fill stuff in. Gojira. So here's a quick sketch of a chicken, and just like a chicken coop type thing. I didn't finish it, but yeah, chicken in out in the farm. This is all done with charcoal, and no pre-lines or anything, just straight charcoal. So here's another pumpkin drawing, and this drawing here was all done in charcoal. And again, it's another thing I just try to do real fast, as fast as possible. And I got, you can kind of see on this side here, it's a little bit rough in texture with the charcoal, and it's softer on this side. I got some pretty dark values in the piece. But yeah, so another pumpkin. Maybe another 15 to 20 minutes working on this. Could be a bit longer. It's always when you're trying to fill in, you know, like if you're just doing just outlines, it's different. But when you're trying to fill it in, it takes longer. So yeah, another pumpkin. I think that is it here of the ones I'm showing you today. So just a little update on some of the sketches I've done recently. Well, probably over the last 3 weeks, I should say, the most. Thanks for watching.